What matchmaking will look like in CS2. Was you on a vacation? 2 week no upload. Let's go, bro. I'm down.
The last few updates to the Counter-Strike 2 limited test have been kinda meh, but there's some interesting stuff in the strings. If we look closely, there's hints at a revamped matchmaking system, the return of cobbles.
I really wonder what he thinks about MR12. General CSGO community, LLLLL, like all of you guys. I think it's good. Penguin said it's good. I think TheWarOwl sees through it all. 100%. He's gonna say W.
Stone, and going from 15 round halves to 12 round halves. Greetings, TheWarOwl greets you. I don't know if we can call this information leaks because they pushed it in the update. We can go in and look at it and read the text. They know we're gonna do it, and then they know we're gonna speculate based upon what we read. Shoutouts to @AquaIsMissing and @GabeFollower. They're good to follow for updates to the data mining. The update itself, for all this information we're gonna talk about, saw the removal of the competitive game mode. I think this means that next update we're gonna see the new Premier mode pushed out for testing, along with a remade Inferno. We also now have access to all of the ported and remade maps in the casual game mode and the introduction of CS Italy, meaning the last few maps that we haven't seen yet that we expect to see are in.
Do you think this will be a popular map? No shot, right? Give us back Cobblestone, bro. Aztec. People will enjoy Aztec. 100%. No? Yeah.
No, Tuscan, which we know Valve has.
And it's a hostage map, right? Yeah.
Purchased the rights to, Train, which is hinted at in the GameModes.txt file, and Cobblestone, which is hinted at in this last update. Yes, I killed Cobblestone, I admit it. I'm glad I did it. I couldn't bear to see it live in the state it was in. The most interesting thing about this is that we have reference to a snow-themed Cobblestone. I think this could mean one of two likely things. The first is that the new Cobblestone will have snow. Well, we kind of Occam razored it there. And the second is that Cobblestone will have a snow version that can be toggled on and off as a holiday event. Remember that there was a spooky version of Cobblestone as a Halloween event. You know, the version that sucked so bad they had to remove the map.
Back when we had Halloween events, winter events. Bruder, come on, man. I remember, like now every Halloween you wait for something, nothing happens.
From the game permanently and never mention it again? Again, this is all speculation. All we know is that it might snow on.
But understandable now, because the whole time they've been cooking up CS2. Literally, think about it.
Cobblestone. Oh, and that Cobblestone is coming back. We also have what I assume is a glitch where we no longer have player penetration. If this is not a bug, please change it. If it is a bug, please fix it. I'm already in the habit of using my teammates' heads as a makeshift suppressor. Now on to the matchmaking changes. This is the interesting stuff. I'm gonna go through each of the strings that the community has been speculating on and give my educated opinion. First, we have reference to rating and skill group. In Premier, your CS rating is used to find matches appropriate for your skill. Skill group refers to your rank, Master Guardian, Legendary, Eagle, Global Elite, but rating appears to be something new. In Wingman, skill group is used to find matches appropriate for your skill. When Premier mode was introduced to Global Offensive, my instinct was that this was Valve testing new ways to revamp the matchmaking system. This was probably a dry run for what they had planned for Counter-Strike 2. So what is Premier mode gonna look like? Well, we have reference to seasons.
Oh my god, Danger Zone Friends leaderboard. I didn't even see that. Good. That shows as well, I guess, Danger Zone, of course. It was already confirmed, but now double confirmed. Danger Zone in CS2. What I hope for, I'm telling you, Danger Zone is absolutely underrated, bro. What I hope for is that they give it some more attention. Chat, imagine, more than 16 players, 32 players, 64 players. CS2 allows a lot more. Bigger maps. Boom. Warzone has 100 people. Imagine, bro. But then again, the cheating problem would have to get fixed as well. Imagine you have 64 people in a lobby, in a Danger Zone lobby, and then one of them cheats. GG.
With Season 1 being named Beta Season. What's interesting about this is that this is a string that's meant to show to the player, not just code. They've deliberately not referred to the limited test as a beta, so this possibly hints at an actual beta in the near future, maybe an open beta. My prediction is that we'll have seasons, a period of time of competitive play where rating is reset at the end or recalibrated between seasons, but skill group is not. One of the biggest reasons why matchmaking is such hell in Global Offensive expensive is rank decay. The longer you don't play, the lower your rank decays. Amateur competitive Counter-Strike is mostly played on Faceit, which means players are getting good on Faceit while their rank decays in matchmaking. This is why NA Master Guardians are the best players in the world. The vast majority of their games are not factored into the ranking system. To a random Counter-Strike player, they appear as cheaters or smurfs. They're unintentional sandbaggers. While having a distinction between rating and rank, with occasional rating recalibrations, appears to fix this problem, it's also true that having two separate rating systems, Faceit and matchmaking, is the main culprit. Faceit is a nice guy, I like Faceit, but it's better if everyone is on the same ecosystem and on the same rating system. People take the path of least resistance. The way that the vast majority of players play a game is to launch the game client and then click on the play the game button, and then they play the game. In Counter-Strike 2, it is imperative that this is the best way to play Counter-Strike, the way it was meant to be played. A lot of the strings refer to a leaderboard.
Will they nail it? That's the question, bro. They released Premiere. Who the fuck is playing Premiere, bro? Oh, if they have some nice leaderboards. If I can see whether I'm the number 1 or the number 3 in all of Germany across all of CSGO. The official ranking, you know. I'm down. I'm down.
We already have that for Danger Zone. This might refer to the Danger Zone leaderboard, but it looks like there's going to be regional and global leaderboards for Premier Mode. The regions listed are World, Africa, Asia,
Across your friends list, see who has the highest rating. That's cool as well.
Australia, China, Europe, North America, and South America. Rip in peace, Antarctica. I don't think that means that we're gonna have region locks. This is possibly just a way to compare yourself with others in your region. It's extremely rare for players to compete against players in other regions. So realistically, each region has its own skill curve. A DMG player in North America is not equivalent to a DMG player in Europe.
Yep. The NA player, DMG, is playing like silver in Europe. I said it.
Congratulations, return carriage.
No front.
Return carriage. You're now one of the best. Thanks, Mom. From this point on, we require that you register a...
Bro, I thought about it because I saw a lot of League streamers. There's the whole, in League of Legends, people say, oh my god, Korea, it's so much higher skill level, right? I thought about, like, if I ever am in NA or whatever, if I ever visit it, I will stream from there, road to global, you know, like, try to get global in NA. I'm telling you, it will be almost instant. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe even face at level 10 in NA.
Semi-permanent persona name
Yep.
will be shown on the leaderboards. Return carriage, return carriage. Please enter your preferred leaderboard persona name here for review. What an interesting piece of text. I haven't seen a lot of discussion about this, but it may hint at some exclusivity for Premier Mode based on skill. Maybe players are gonna have to...
Sorry. Congratulations, you're now one of the best. From this point on, we require that you register a semi-permanent persona name that will be shown on the leaderboards. Please, oh my god. Aha. Aha. So this is against people, for example, advertising their shit, right? Because people would just put, there would be just cheaters advertising, like having fucking aim, whatever that cheat is called in the fucking name. I will steal OHNEPIXEL. Bro, stop. Stop, I swear to God.
For review. What an interesting piece of text.
Only if you're really good at the game. Then you can steal OHNEPIXEL, because then I can flex with a fake rank.
I haven't seen a lot of discussion about this, but it may hint at some exclusivity for Premier Mode based on skill. Maybe players are gonna have to prove their skills by reaching a certain rank in the normal competitive mode before they get access to Premier Mode.
Yeah.
This would be a way to provide a separate environment for players who want more serious and higher skilled pugs. Remember before I talked about the problem with having two separate ecosystems, Faceit and matchmaking? They could fix this problem by having the games in Premier Mode match players together by just using the new rating system, but having the outcomes of the games affect...
Yeah. Chat, it's kind of like right now. Now people are even a little bit mad at Faceit, right? With the whole Smurf problem. Faceit, they have as well now a separate queue, right? The verified queue, that's a new thing. CSGO matchmaking, clusterfuck, right? But if there's some, like, stuff that you have to do, either, like, have to win this amount of games or whatever. Yeah.
both the rating and the rank. Players who exclusively play Premier for a month or two would still rank up and down in their rank. So if they go back to regular matchmaking, they wouldn't be severely underrated like the Face-It players are now. I really hope they do this because it's an elegant solution to the problem. We also have information on the new settings for Premier mode. There's going to be an overtime feature, and it looks like there will be a single overtime by default. If the overtime is a tie, then the game ends in a tie. I really like Valorant's system of allowing the players to decide if they want to go into overtime or not.
Here we go with the chat. True. True. I agree. Why? Because when you queue up a game, you know that a game will take roundabout 30 minutes maximum. Maybe you have an appointment coming up. What if all of a sudden the game goes fucking double OT, two of your teammates that you're randomly queued with fucking leave? I think that's a good decision. Then your teammates can say, yo guys, no, I actually have to leave. Let's please vote for draw. I think it's good for matchmaking, not for like, you know, for matchmaking, for casual, somewhat casual play, or if you queue with randoms. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Players are going to have time constraints. They have things to do. They've scheduled a certain amount of time to play Counter-Strike, and they're going to want to leave and not play an extra 10, 20, 30 minutes. My suggestion would be to implement a vote on if players want to continue overtime or not. It's okay to just take what the other guys are doing, okay? It's called innovation. There will also be 4 30-second timeouts per team, which really adds to the feeling that we're going to be playing some serious Counter-Strike inside of Premier. The most controversial change is MR12, represented by MP Max Rounds 24. This means we're going to 12-round halves, like the aforementioned child cartoon game. Now, before you nerds start complaining and going, oh, it's like Valorant, so it's bad, I'm old
nerds
enough to remember playing CS 1.6 with MR12. I don't remember when they made the change to MR15 because I was a child. A lot of the really good design decisions in Valorant are because the developers were big fans of CS 1.6. This is not from Valorant, it's from Counter-Strike. Regardless of where it was inspired from, is MR12 a good idea? The average game of Global Offensive lasts about 38 minutes, which is the maximum amount of time that a wormhole can be sustained. Sometimes they can go as long as an hour. If we reduce that by 20%, we're looking at 30 minutes, which I think is the sweet spot. However, consider that we're adding 2 minutes of timeouts and a potential overtime, as well as the map veto process. I'm predicting that we're going to see average lengths of games at around 32 minutes. Changes in Counter-Strike tend to flow downstream, so I expect if they change matchmaking to MR12, we'll see professional matches follow suit. Counter-Strike at the pro level takes intense amounts of concentration over a long period of time. I think reducing the length of games would be a positive to both the casual scene and the professional scene, as long as we see less best-of-1 matches and more best-of-3. The concern here is that the finely tuned economy...
Like Valorant. Valorant doesn't have best-of-1s. They only have best-of-3. Best-of-1s are random. Best-of-1s are random. You say MR12 is random? Hey, we kick away the best-of-1s. Zack.
Meta would shatter. There would be an even bigger...
And I quote one more time from the Penguin video, one of the craziest statistics. The most recent tournament, IEM Cologne, the playoffs... would have went exactly the same way. Every single game would have had the same outcome if it would have been MR12. If at 13 they would have won, it would have been exactly the same outcome. No crazy comeback happening over there. Alright? Sure, some games may have been different, but most of the games are going the same way in MR12.
Emphasis on
by the looks of it, by stats.
Rounds, and it'd be difficult for a team to really build up economic momentum to get back into the game after a few early losses. I think the best way to proceed would be to try MR12 in the beta without making economy changes and see how it goes. I'm not in favor of removing pistol rounds. They're a core part of the DNA of Counter-Strike. I think the game is more interesting when players are forced to make tough...
Hey, bro. I mean, at this point, bro, just not copy what Valorant's economy is, but, you know, like, maybe get some ideas. Hey, guys. I mean, if it works, it's proven. We can get some ideas, once again. It is what it is. They started it.
Of economic decisions, not just always having armor, helmet, rifle. Then I saw this. Unfreeze your skill group with Prime. Huh? Are you going to be required to purchase Prime in order to play competitive and have a rank?
Yes, please.
Counter-Strike suffers from an awful new player experience. I think a lot of people just trying the game out are not going to spend $15, which puts them into non-Prime, low trust factor matches. It's not a good time. Then there's this message. Cannot begin matchmaking because 4-person lobbies are not allowed in this mode.
What? And then another one. Cannot begin matchmaking because this mission never mind. This is operation related or something. It may be something for operation though, no? Because look, party required too. This is operation wise, like mission. I don't know.
One huge problem in Global Offensive was that players would queue as a 4-man team, vote kick the 5th player, and then let their top fragger take control of the bot, essentially giving the best player 2 lives, which is a massive advantage. Imagine if you had to play against Vitality, but they had 2 Zywus. The solution they came up with to this problem was to remove bots from the game altogether. They made an exception for you. Ha ha ha. What makes the most sense here is that Valve is removing the ability to queue as 4 and will add back the 5th bot player if someone leaves or is vote kicked. But we don't know what is meant by in this mode. That mode could be literally anything. I'm incredibly optimistic about what I've seen here. I believe that Valve is truly trying to figure out how to make matchmaking work so that playing the game in the client without using a third-party system like Faceit is a much better experience. This is absolutely necessary to get new players into the game. I think Valorant has served as an introduction to tactical shooters for an entire new generation of gamers. There are a lot of people who are playing tactical shooters who normally would have 100% avoided Counter-Strike as being for sweaty tryhards. My hope is that when CS2 comes out, they're gonna give it a try, and if Valve gets the matchmaking system right, a lot of them are gonna hang around. Keep in mind, we're like a wizard peering
That's it.
into the cosmic ether and making form out of chaos. It's a Rorschach test, and when I look at it, I see everything that I have been asking for and suggesting for the past few years. But of course, maybe I'm just seeing what I want to see. I think we're gonna find out very soon. Thank you both very much for watching. I'm TheWarOwl, and I still have no closer.
Bro, some great thoughts and breakdowns. That was a fantastic video, as always, by TheWarOwl. God fucking damn, bro. That was nice. Boys, I need it. I need CS2, bro, please. Let me fucking... Bro, come on. Give us the fucking open beta, bro, please. Release that shit now. Boys, leave TheWarOwl some love now. What a fantastic video. Your first matchmaking game will be faced against a cheater to test to see if you'll be able to beat them. I'm actually really excited to see what they're gonna do with CS2 new beta soon. And I'm really hoping they do an open beta. Been eager to play it for so long. Yeah. Oh, Bruder, man. Please, bro, please. Chat, the potential to grow. If we have an actual nice competitive fucking, like, in-house from CS itself. You just have to boot up the game. You don't have to make a Faceit account. You don't have to verify your email on Faceit. You don't have to fucking download this, download that. No. You boot up the game and you have the thing that everybody plays. Poor. Please, bro. Please. Get it right, bro. Just check what Valorant is doing. Get the anti-cheat right. Even do what Valorant is doing. Bro, make the anti-cheat take whatever it needs, bro. The fucking kernel access. Give him the fucking kernel access. It is what it is. It's once again proven that people don't care. Valorant had a whole lot of beef around the kernel access. At the end of the day, the game is still absolutely fucking huge. Nobody cares. A working anti-cheat is so much more important than not taking, like, some worried people about kernel access or whatever. To the casuals, it doesn't matter.